Afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to not cross-examination. Welcome to Blacklist Universe. I am your host, Mike S. Miller. Today's episode: no shoes, no shirt, no service. Simple rules. But you know what a business requires? Rules. You don't just let anybody walk into your business with their filthy, muddy feet and their shirtless, stank bod and offend all your other customers. No, those people aren't welcome. And as a good business person, you kick them out. I'm here to take your questions today, so I should be working on this. I gotta finish up the background on this page here. Fun stuff. This is the fun stuff. This is what I want to do. I want to focus on making freaking awesome comic books. Instead, I spend way too much of my time dealing with bullcrap, drama, and I'm done with that. So thank you very much. Pants, not optional, Derbitrator. Some things we just take as a given. I am not wearing shoes, actually. It's true. Mike is auditioning for NPR. Yes, Mike, what's up, Sierra Whiskey? Let's say hi to everybody. I'm going to start with my members, because that's the promise. Cubs to Don, Andrew J., Peter Sharon. Hello, Kevin Ryan, Todd Lehman, Derbitrator, Edgar Tarley, Orbital 1970, Jalapeno Milk, Kevin Ryan. Did I miss anyone? Jay Hamilton. What's up? Peoples of the Blacklist Universe. Welcome, one and all. Everyone is welcome here, as long as you follow the rules. No shoes, no shirt, no service. And yeah, I'm using that metaphorically in case you haven't figured it out. So, 7 String Skyline says, I worked 10 hours doing industrial painting. I ain't got no cares for clothes. Alrighty then, respect the rules. That's right, respect the rules. And we do have rules in my Blacklist universe. If you don't want to abide those rules, then by all means, the door's right over there. Just find your way out. Your money, whether it's $20, $50, $80, or $1,000, does not buy me. Understood? Them's the rules. If you want to come in here and you want to shout disparaging things, I'm going to have you blocked. My moderators are here. They got their guns out. I got rules. You don't like the rules? You may kindly piss off. Thank you very much. 10 Commandment work 100% of the time. Amen, says Peter Sharon. I think you all understand, right? You all good? One of the rules, ladies and gentlemen, is that you hit that like button and you hit that share button. Because I quit Twitter because it's a trash fire of the first order. I was just telling my wife I feel a little bit like a crack addict. Because after I quit it, I was like, I want to know what's going on. I gotta know what's going on. But it's so much better not knowing what's going on. I don't care what all of those angry, childish people are saying about me with their stupid little memes and their stupid little attitudes. I don't care. They mean Nothing to me. God save them. I hope they are all, eternally blessed. I just don't care about you, so go away. But now they are away. And oddly enough, I can police my fans. I can police my fans. See those guys with the little blue wrenches? Those are my deputies. Those are my deputies. And I am at a point of zero tolerance. If you want to come in here and you want to start crap, get those guns out, deputies, and just whack them. I don't want to see any of it. My channel is a place of peace. My channel is a place of creation, of camaraderie, of love. Get your hippie beads out. I don't care if you're an atheist, an agnostic, a Jew, a Muslim. I don't care what you believe as long as you follow the rules. You're welcome here, and I will love you. Just love everybody else. But you want to come in here with your stinky, muddy feet and stomp all over somebody else's right to be happy, then you all ain't welcome. So y'all can piss off. And if I gotta make more mods to do that, I will. If there's a WC in here, you know what? Hold on a second. As I said, there are good people who fly the WC, right? So you're welcome to come in here and play nice. But if you're going to come in here and you're going to wave that flag and you're going to start fights with my patrons, then I'm going to kick you out with no... I got no problem. You want to be in a community where nobody believes in policing anything? By all means, go watch someone else's channel. We got rules here, and that's what I'm saying. I am now opening up the chat to questions. If you've got questions, please. Nasser, you can't start your own hashtag about modding yourself. You great goofball, you. 14 subs until 16.6. I know it. Again, hey, I lost a lot of subs. Because I said I am no longer ComicsGate. I'm okay with that. I can't be a party to something that has no meaning. I can't be a party to something that allows all that. And you know what I can't do? I can't flip-flop. I am not a flip-flopper. What happened to Twitter? Time to lose the stress. What happened to it is I whacked it, man. I put a gun up to its head and I put it out of its misery. I am no longer on Twitter. Nasser says I lost over 300 followers and 150 subs. Hey, Nasser, that is the price for standing up for what you believe in. All right? That's the price, brother. So, if you're not willing to pay the price for having a spine, then don't have a spine. But I can't be bought. I ain't gonna be sold. So, if you're a customer, you know what? You don't own me. You don't own me. I'm not just one of your whatever. I really should have thought that out before I start singing. But at any rate, Nasser wants his mod back. It was worth it, Mike. Don't need the drama. I think so. I think you are correct. Okay, there's a question. Why did you leave ComicsGate? I left ComicsGate because ComicsGate is a consumer movement. And looking back in time to the first day the first days when Doug Ernst and Engeltine and Captain Cummings and these guys were like, this is a consumer movement. It is the consumers and the consumer YouTube personalities that created ComicsGate. And what they saw was creators coming in. And I don't know, I can't speak to motivations, but what they saw was prophetic. They saw a group of creators starting to inch in, suck up all the oxygen, and essentially take over the brand that they had fought for a year before these creators started coming in. And now when I look at ComicsGate, I see a creator movement. And all the tens of thousands of people who joined ComicsGate because it was a consumer movement, who speaks for them now? Edwin left. Tug. Did anyone notice that Tug left? Tug is no longer ComicsGate. Did anyone pay attention to that? I think Yellow Flash is out too. Cummings left long ago. I hardly ever hear anything from Doug Ernst. The founders. It's like we forgot the founding fathers of the United States of America, and instead we think it all started with Donald Trump. God bless Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump, so this, I don't know. But the founders are... ComicsGate is shedding its entire purpose to become a creator-led movement. And I thought when Ethan came to that realization 9 months ago, I think it was 9 months ago, and he's like, it is. You know what? Everyone has always said, this is a consumer-led movement. I'm a creator, therefore I cannot be ComicsGate, but I can serve ComicsGate. And Ethan said that day, and I'm like, God, he is so right. He is so right. And then what happened? He flip-flopped the next day. And I was like, but you're right. And right is right. And so I have stuck with that since then. And there's only like Vailnid. Vailnid is the only one who's managed to notice that I have not been saying I am ComicsGate for a long time. Right? I'm like, Ethan was right that day. ComicsGate is the consumer. I am a creator. And I would say, I serve ComicsGate. And I want to continue serving ComicsGate. I want you guys all to buy my books. If you want to only buy whatever CG only even means, go ahead. I'm not policing anybody's purchasing power. I'm not telling anybody to open or close their wallets to anybody. Sorry, Edwin. I know you said that, and I believe, you have the right to your opinion. But I was out back then in terms of saying that I'm ComicsGate. But I guess I was just trying to keep that under the radar. I mean, every time I was asked, that was my answer. ComicsGate is ComicsGate is the consumer movement. I am a creator, and I serve ComicsGate at ComicsGate's behest. Right? But nobody agreed with me anymore. Nobody... But it's not what it was. And it has been usurped, and it has become something else. Does leaving ComicsGate mean leaving us fans and consumers, says Giuseppe Balsamo? No. I will be right here I will be just as accessible to anyone who wants to come in, ask me questions, tell me I'm a short troll, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you. If Ethan still wants me to come on his channel as a friend, I'm happy to. I am still going to run Drawn and Quartered. If people, I don't know who might not want to come on my drawing show for the sole reason that I no longer wave a ComicsGate flag. I mean, hey, people are allowed to do whatever they want. This is America, brother. This is America. People could... I'm trying to fix this. Hold on a second. Don't like this. What the heck? What am I looking at? Space 4K. Just want to get this App Store ad off of my screen. Bing. All right. So as far as functionality, I really just hope everything continues on as always. I'm not flying a flag. I'm Mike S. Miller. I am a Christian first. I'm a believer in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first. And hey, to some people, that means I'm not ComicsGate because I put my faith before my dollars. I put my faith before my business. I put my God first in my life. That is correct. And if those are the rules of whoever's version of ComicsGate you abide, whatever. I thought about for a moment, just for a brief moment, about creating a CGV2 hashtag whereby this is my definition of ComicsGate, and if you want to follow that definition of ComicsGate, then that's the hashtag. And then I'm like, gosh, that's just more friggin'... I don't want to stand up against anybody. I love Ethan. I love Doug. I find them both to be funny, entertaining, good people. They have visceral differences at this point. I'm certainly not joining. I'm not leaving people. Right? I'm not leaving people. I still love everybody. I'm just done. I'm just done. Jay Hamilton for $5 asks, why are different cliques having separate divisive streams instead of hashing it out like adults? I'm not including you in that though, Mike. It's just the team mentality, man. It's all this team mentality. If I could just implore anyone in here who flies a Cherry or flies a WC or flies anything divisive, why are you doing that? I mean, yeah, you're supporting stuff, but if you might be supporting one thing, but you might be supporting that one thing at the detriment of someone else or something else. And I mean, we are a nation, we're a world of individuals. I fly a unicorn. Exceptions to the rule. You may fly the unicorn. Can't we all just be friends? I mean, I don't want to Rodney King this. Can't we all just get along? But it's all of this just, I don't know, I'm just done with the garbage. John Malin, I love you, dude, and I hope you don't mind coming on and being, my compatriot on Drawn and Quartered and everything else for now until eternity. Since you nuked Twitter, will you follow your squadron elites on Gab instead? For squadron elites, I don't accept a lot of people on my Facebook, my personal Facebook page, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to, if you're Squadron Elite, send me a friend request on Facebook, and send me a message request as well that you are Squadron Elite, and I will accept your friendship on Facebook. I've culled my Facebook several times with people just to try to keep the numbers down, because it's bizarre how many actual people I know, like in real life. Edwin, let me answer some questions here first. And then, if you want to pop in a little later. John Malin is reeing. Not sure what that means. Sierra Whiskey, what did you do to Tim? Zester Flint says, y'all know this means nothing, right? Antis will still call Mike and other CG. This is pointless. I don't care what people call me. I've never cared what people call me. I care what I call myself. Matthew Lemon says, I don't give a crap about the CG label. I just want good people making good stories. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be good, and I'm trying to do good stories. Good comics, good people, good vibes. That's right. That's right. That's right. Rodwell says, that's right, Mike. Be yourself. No need for a label except your own. Represent Blacklist Universe, and hopefully your friends wouldn't abandon you over a label. I would hope. I would hope. Would I miss, says Jiminy Cricket? Oh, Jiminy. Why are you always late? Jiminy! Back of the class, Jiminy. Honestly, not a bad idea leaving Twitter. Any other actual questions? Am I all right? I'm okay. My eyes might still be puffy, but that's not from ComicsGate. That's from the cross examinations this morning. That was brutal. If Mike was going to do a CG 2.0, it would be like a hard fork of Bitcoin. LOL, just kidding. Panda Droid, that's what I was thinking. That's what... And then I'm like, no, I can't do that. And if ComicsGate is going to continue with Ethan, just call it what it is. It is a creator movement at this point, and Ethan should define it. I don't fit. Here's the thing. I don't fit with either Ethan's definition of ComicsGate or my definition of ComicsGate, because Ethan's definition of ComicsGate is business first, and I am God first. Period. There's no way of me changing that. Never. Not going to happen. In my definition of ComicsGate is what Engeltine and Captain Cummings and Doug Ernst and Tug and Yellow Flash and Edwin and all the founders of ComicsGate said. This is a consumer movement. A consumer movement. Not a creator movement. I agree with that. And as such, as a creator, I'm hands off. You consumers who want to be ComicsGate, God bless you. I believe it is a great thing. I believe ComicsGate is a wonderful, wonderful idea and ideal. And I think all those guys that I just mentioned, I mean, gosh, I'm going to say it again because there's another 100-something people watching here. Did no one notice that Tug has left ComicsGate? Tug is going through a world of crap right now, and Tug left ComicsGate, and everybody's worried about me leaving? I draw comic books. I have 6,000 YouTube followers. Tug is a pillar, a foundation stone of ComicsGate, And he left. And no one's even freaking saying anything about it. That's ComicsGate? Why would anyone... Well, I'm not going to say why would anybody. And I'm pretty sure Yellow Flash left too. Yeah, look at all these people. Tug left? Tug had been gone. Didn't know he left. So, you've got the leaders. You've got the founding fathers. It's like Edwin, Tug, perhaps Yellow Flash. Gosh, I haven't heard anything from Engeltine in forever. Again, I barely ever hear anything from Doug Ernst. How many of the founding fathers are left still flying the ComicsGate flag? This is a question for you guys. Or is it all now about the creators? Is this a creator movement or is this a consumer movement? Alan Walker for $4.99. I just want good books that don't shove leftist SJW ideals down my throat. Can't wait for Lone Star, Soul of the Soldier, and Monster Hunt. Right on, Alan Walker. Thank you very much. Jalapeno Milk for $5 says, what part of Anime VA's private lawsuit is a comic book consumer movement? Yellow Flash and Tug don't produce CG content anymore, yet they want sympathy. Go. I don't know what GOH get out of here. Get out of here? Is that what that means? I think that'd be goo. GOOH. Zach is keeping silent. Zach is smart. Zach tried to dip out too. Zach's like, yeah, I don't think the hashtag's necessary anymore. And Ethan whipped him right back into shape. Back in the corral, kitty cat. It is like wrangling cats, man. Doug Ernst is ComicsGate. Is he still flying the flag? Good. Because I'd like it if the founders of this movement were the ones maintaining this movement. Because as Sketch is so... You can often hear Sketch saying, ComicsGate is 99.9% consumers and 0.1% creators. Probably even less than that, if I had to be honest. Probably less than that. Possibly less than that. So it needs to be the consumers leading it, doesn't it? Does that make sense? Or am I bananas here? Am I nuts? Kevin Ryan says, I'm a guy who reads comics. I don't have a channel, but really the main difference between you and I, Mike, is DC hired you to draw comics. Derek DeFlam said, even if Tug and Yellow Flash don't make comic content, they're both friends of this community and work for our respect. Jabba the Cook says, yes, Ethan, but I don't know what he was referring to. And please don't take this to imply that I will not demean anyone. I don't even have, other than the whole war campaign douche nozzles, I don't have hard feelings particularly about anybody in this movement. I might have disagreements with some people, but that's okay. Friends disagree, right? Peter Mike says, Mike, I know this is more drama, but I don't like the way Ethan treats you, and I think he doesn't respect you. I would treat someone I really respect that way. Well, that's between me and Ethan. Is drawn and quartered still going to be a thing? Absolutely. Hello. I am on stream. Creators are fans of comics too. We're all ComicsGate. Well, I'm not. I believe in it. But I'm not going to fly a flag. No mas flag flying. TNQ Fan Edition is Shark Week. Oh no! Just sub to Tug's YouTube. Right on. It's like no one has a book to promote right now. I do. In the description, you will find... What do I have in the description? Let me read my description here. Membership's now available. Hey, if you're not a member and you want to join and get those fun little emojis and that nice little green name, then please hit that membership button. It's as little as $2 a month. I made the cheapest available option because you know me, I like to have lots of tiers. You can also get Masters of Mayhem, my son's board game. We'll be wrapping in how many days here on Kickstarter? 5 days. 5 days to wrap Masters of Mayhem, and it will no longer be available on Kickstarter. They have no store on Kickstarter. So, back Lone Star, LoneStarComic.com. You can also get Monster Hunt there. Back Doom Kicker, Elliot Fernandez's awesome book. Get Offworlder, which has Lone Star and Ravage in an awesome crossover drawn by the unequaled Matthew Weldon. Get Thunder Punch by our good buddy Brian Shearer, and buy Bitcoin. Join Coinbase. You can also get the Meg at themegcomic.com down there in the links as well. Nasser is trying to promote his book on Amazon now. It's called Eternity. I would recommend it, but... Alright, I'll put it this way. If you're a fan of Nasser's work, get yourself some Eternity. Love you, Mike. Stick to your guns. Well, that's the thing. I'm not doing this as a lark. I'm not doing it as a ploy. I'm not doing it as I'm certainly not doing it for the drama. I'm not trying to get clicks and super chats and all that other fun stuff. I will accept super chats though. Thank you very much. I just do what I think is right, and people can disagree with me, and I'm fine with that. People disagree with me on lots of stuff. Not everybody thinks I'm as wise as Gandalf or Edwin. But hey, Edwin left before me, and he was a founder. Edwin was the George freaking Washington of ComicsGate. And he's out. So, any updates on the Meg, Jay? Actually, let me check my mail. I'm waiting for an email back from my printer so I can get files to him. Hey, I got a new contribution to Lone Star. Woot woot. Let's see how much it's for. $15. I'll take it. Jabba the Cuck is not a fan of Nasser. As is your right, Jabba. Jabba the Cuck. Blocked Nasser. Happy for it. You guys. Alright, you guys are allowed to poke fun at Nasser, but do not do it in mean spirits. We are this, again, no shoes, no shirt, no service. We got rules in here. We gatekeep. Jeremiah Jones says, gotta dance with the one who brought me, even if he doesn't dance. Ready to buy some great indie comics and ignore the drama. Right on, Jeremiah Jones. Jeremiah Jones is probably one of the biggest supporters in the ComicsGate fandom. Gosh, why don't we just call it that? That's what it is. Call it the ComicsGate fandom. The Supernatural fandom and the Supernatural creators are not the same thing, right? The creators do not abide rules of the fandom. The fandom does not dictate things to the creators. Just call it the fandom. The ComicsGate fandom. Oh my gosh, it's like a epiphany. Holy cow. I think I just solved everything. CGF. Hashtag CGF. You guys are ComicsGate fandom. And everything is better. Everything is right in the world. How simple was that? How is it so hard to come up with that? Oh my gosh. The fandom menace. Way to save the world and stuff. Don't tell me what to do, Mike. Burning bush moment. Are we the fandom menace? Why not? Why not? George Washington is a family member of mine. Oh, very nice, Matt Becker. Your family member stayed at John Malin's house. Shameful, Mike. Oh, Aaron. The fans made CG. They're fans of themselves. That's a good point. So it's over, says Larry Romano. You saved the world, Mike. We are what we are. Forgive Ethan. Yeah, I do. Absolutely. I love Ethan. I'm not gonna ever start trashing Ethan. This is not what it has anything to do with it. Gray pride is not a sin. LOL. P Money says, I love John, Ethan, Mike. As long as they keep giving me the great comics I want, I'll even love Nasser Abadi. I'll kick him a lot, but I love him. Gosh, this chat is flying by pretty quick. Mike is going insane, and I'm reaping the benefits. Everyone back. What's John's book? Everyone back Graveyard Shift 2. John's the man. What did Ethan do? It's got nothing to do with this. I am watching Mike go mad on a live stream. I'm not mad. It was an epiphany. I got chills when I said ComicsGate fandom. I got chills. This is the answer. The burning bush has spoken. ComicsGate is a fandom. Let it be a fandom. It's just a name of a fandom. Fans who want SJW free comics. Are you ComicsGate adjacent? I don't even know what that means, Wolf of Madberg. I never understood what that meant. Hashtag Grey Pride. Oh, DJ. Peterson, you of all people should be green. What's going on? Graveyard Shift 2, Volume 2 by John Malin. Yep. Spam is pretty good. That's right, John Chedester. I do enjoy my miss you on the storm. Probably better off, but still miss you. I don't know what that means, Midnight. Are you CG tangential? I am Mike S. Miller. If you don't know who I am as a person by now, I don't know what to tell you. I have not changed as a person. I have not changed. Hopefully I've changed to become a better artist. But, I don't support people based on what baseball hat they're wearing. Based on what team they're on. Welcome, Zach, new member. Thank you for joining the community. Once I figure out the internet, I'll go green. Diet CG. CG light. New CG. CG clear. What is your favorite type of gyoza, Mike? My favorite type of gyoza is the garlic pork and chicken gyoza my mother makes. It is awesome. However, Trader Joe's makes a fantastic... Honestly, it's weird. Trader Joe's, out of all the different gyozas and pot stickers you can buy, out in the wider world, other than I don't know. I haven't tried all the ones from the Japanese market, but Trader Joe's has a fantastic gyoza. And my favorite of those is the pork. Pork. Are you going to do any more cons? No. I'm done with cons. Unless it's someplace I really want to go. New and improved CG, now with 35% more flavor. And fewer calories. CG plus. CG Zero, CG Cherry. ComicsGate, now with vitamin C. They're expensive, though. Jay Hamilton. What, the gyoza at Trader Joe's? No, man, it's cheap. It's like $4 a bag. Jawa says, you did the right thing, Mike. You want to distance yourself from Ethan and just be independent without the hashtag. There's going to be more bombshells that will drop. This isn't about distance. I don't want to distance myself from Ethan. I mean, if Ethan is CG only and doesn't allow people who won't wear that particular hat. Here, where's my hat? Here's a hat I'll wear. Dang it. Somebody small made it too small. There you go. I don't wear hats very much, but that's a hat I'll wear. Oh my gosh, somebody got crap all over it. Better get my MAGA hat. I don't know where my MAGA hat went. Elijah was wearing it. Ethan has already said you're welcome on his live streams. All right, cool. Then nothing really changes, does it? I just stopped wearing a particular badge, and all is right. All is right with the world. I would like support from ComicsGate fandom, and I would like support from people who are not part of ComicsGate fandom. I just want to sell comic books to anybody who wants good comic books. I think that's fair. Midnight Images, $5 says, sorry, forgot the no profanity rule. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Midnight Images. It was just another name for the trash fire that is Twitter. Oh, okay. Missy over there. Yeah, that was what you've been doing around that. I don't know. What is that? I feel like I could scrape it off, but some sort of food stuff. Peanut butter? Is that peanut butter? Has Matthew Weldon been in here? I'm not much of a hat wearer anyways. ComicsGate super. Mr. Dead in his pocket says, even Zach said he didn't need to carry a label. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I watched that stream and Zach tried to tap out. He's like, yeah, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's anything. And then but to Ethan it's very, very important. And so he reeled him back in. John says, get back on Twitter. Green Room and DNQ chats need you for some reason. For what, John? I'm not... You know what? If you need a moral arbiter, that's what Edwin's there for. Nobody listens to me anyways. And, wow, Twitter's what a wretched hive of scum and villainy is Twitter. They should just call it the Cantina. Larry says, EVS said, even if you don't think you're ComicsGate, you are. Well, once again, I don't care what other people call me. If you want to call me ComicsGate, I don't care. If you want to call me a... I don't know, what can I come up with here? I'm looking for something. If you want to call me... If you want to call me a manlet, go ahead. I don't care. EBS once left ComicsGate and nobody messed with him. Yeah, and he was dead right that day. He was spot on accurate. The truth was clear that moment. But then he reneged on it the next day. Mark C. for $10 says, I always thought of ComicsGate as an ideal more than a movement. Whoa, where'd that go? It's the desire to have comics without agenda politics, and if a professional interacts with a customer, they be respectful. Beautiful, Mark C. Beautiful. That's right. And again, I think the ideal in my head of what ComicsGate is, it is a beautiful thing. But that doesn't mean I have to wear a label. I've never been a joiner. I'm a political independent, have been since I was 18 years old. I go to non-denominational churches because I don't like denominalization. I've never been on a sports team. I've just never been a joiner. I'm too independently minded. I want to think for myself. I'm not going to toe anybody's line except for God's. God's line is the line I toe. And the IRS because I don't want to go to jail. But other than that, I'm an American because I was born here. You know, that's by accident of birth, which I am extraordinarily grateful for. But anyways, Aaron says, because Zach has already internalized and integrated it fully, it is redundant. Zach never abandoned ComicsGate. He is ComicsGate. You sound like Ethan. That's not what Zach said. He said, I don't care anymore. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm going to call you Mike the Amazing Artist. Hey, if that's what you feel is necessary. Whoops. Mike is wicked stubborn, but that's Mike. This is also true. Man, can you go check the AC and make sure it's down to like 74? It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Can I call you George if I can't call you ComicsGate? I won't answer, but feel free. There it is. You can call me ComicsGate, but I won't answer. Okay, Dark Vader seems to want to turn this political. Weird. Comic Exposed is throwing Tug under the bus. Mike, you had me driving home from work crying. I'm sorry, Hank. That was a very, very difficult stream. Comics Exposed, you're saying that about Tug and Yellow Flash. Did you say that about Ethan when he went after the Star Wars audience? Wasn't the goal to reach out into different fandoms to bring them into ComicsGate? I think you're being a little... What's the word? Prejudiced? Prejudiced? One-sided? One-sided, I think. Jude Van Allen says, if you still do auctions, make sure John Malin does the 10-second warning before the 15-second countdown. John usually does. I think he just messed up once. What's up, Xenopunk? You haven't been here from the beginning, so I'll say this once. No shoes, no shirt, no service. We got rules here. I am a gatekeeper. And my deputies will ban you permanently if you start crap. Understood? Understood. Just want you to know. Can we get some tank heist? That would be great. Comics Exposed. Tug still covered IDW finances. His main CG Stitch from last year. True. Chedester has no shoes on. Well, I mean, neither do I. It's a metaphor. Brother. People. I'm wearing a shirt, but I do not wear shoes in his house. Mark C. for $5 says, ComicsGate customers have a responsibility as well. We need to show respect to those creators and other consumers who treat us with civility. The customers have to police themselves, I guess, Mark. I don't know. See, that's the thing. That's the problem with not having any rules or any structure or any even agreed to definition of the movement, the ideal, anything. Everyone, it's like, I don't know what else even works like that. What? How can you say I agree with something when 100,000 people have different interpretations of what that word means? 10 commandments for the stream posted. Customers need to treat people like they want to be treated. That's the golden rule, Edgar. Mike loves the ideals of CG. He just labels it as Mike. That is good for me. That's actually that's accurate. That's accurate. I got some smart fans, man. Question is, what are the rules? Oh, in my house, you're non-denominational, but you want a denomination. No. Paint, Mike. See, that's the thing. As a Christian, you have a Bible, right? You have all these denominations who argue about little superfluous things or supercilious things in the Bible. This doctrine, that doctrine, turning this into a dogma. Do this, don't do that, believe this, believe that. But they all share the rule book, right? There's no rule book in ComicsGate. I've tried for a year to have a definition. I've tried for a year. I can only spend so much time trying this stuff. Define the blacklist universe without looking it up in the dictionary. Most people would answer different, but they all mean the same thing. But are worded different. Define the blacklist universe. Blacklist Universe is my publishing name. Mike's rules are like Mike's tears, never ending. No, just don't start crap. Don't harass anybody. Obviously, no swearing. Now, the no swearing rule is you can just be muted. Not muted. What's that word? Your comment will be deleted. But if you abuse that rule, then yeah, I don't have any qualms about blocking people from my channel. EVS Caesar wants to feed the CG Christians to the memes. Well, Blacklist Universe, divine not the Blacklist Universe. Oh! It all depends on what the... Oh, sorry, I'm doing a George Bush for Bill Clinton. It all depends on what the meaning of is. Mark C. for $5 says, I never thought of this as ComicsGate rules, just a way to treat all humans, just applied to an ideal in a time when the many refuse to act civil. Well, I don't even really care about if ComicsGate has rules. I just want to have a definition, a meaning, a consistent dictionary definition. Not, and every time I mention it, I just get away. I get a handful of people agreeing, but then I get a ton of people saying, no definition. You can't define ComicsGate. I tend to try not to even use words if I don't know what they mean. Right? So why would it make sense to join a movement if no one can define it? Mike needs patterns and order. He can't face not having exact answers. I know, probably it's kind of true, Slick. P-Money says, Mike's only responsibilities to me. 1, give me the comics I paid for. 2, entertain me on YouTube channel I paid. 3, eat the coffee crisp and Canadian cookies I shipped him I paid for. Those are gone, man. Me and my family devoured those. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hashtag CG Constitution. John, I pushed for that a year ago. We need a declaration of ComicsGate. I pushed for that a year ago. I don't want a bottle of lightning, John. I just want a definition. And everybody, you included, fights me on that. I can't. It's not clear. It's not accurate. It's blah, blah, blah. ComicsGate rule number 72, subsection 4C. The spice must flow. What's up, Darth Cisco? Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party. Canadian Crispies. Is Miller turning into Malin? No. Free Donuts Gate, cookies, pie, etc. CG or a Malin Miller stream would be fun to watch. CG or not, a Malin Miller stream would be fun to watch. Yeah, I went on John's stream. If you guys haven't seen it, John's stream from 2 nights ago. I was on there, I don't know, for an hour or so. I don't know. John kept me up way past my bedtime, and I paid for it the next day, man. I got up, got ready, got to church, came, and then we were out, like, trying to do stuff, and I was just like, I was a zombie. I came home, and I think I passed out for, like, 4 hours. I blame Malin for this one. Blacklist Universe, John says, anti-ComicsGate is laughing at us. It is similar to Trump supporters laughing when the media falls for Trump's tweets. John, I also don't care what anti-ComicsGate says. If their sad little lives are brightened because I will no longer wear a hat, then I don't care. It's so freeing not to care what somebody I don't care about thinks about me. I'm not so self-absorbed that it bothers me that somebody doesn't like me. I really don't care. I don't care. And you're not going to make me care. Nobody's going to make me care. Who gives a crap, says Rodwell Stevens. Exactly. Aaron Alfecci is dropping links to Jawbreakers. Yeah, Aaron's Jawbreakers work. Mwah. Everybody, go support that book if you have not already. I kind of assume everybody already has, but it's gorgeous, Aaron. Gorgeous stuff. And the colorist, your colorist, he looks so good on you. I wish he looked that good on me. Lesson for artists out there. This works all the way. Not every inker is the right match for every penciler. And not every colorist is the right match for every artist. So the colorist working on Jawbreakers looks phenomenal on Aaron. But it just doesn't work on me. And so he was the guy I was going to get to color Monster Hunt, but now I've kind of backed out of that just because it just doesn't work. It doesn't mean he's not a great colorist. So he's probably not even watching. So you don't care about the fans. Did that somehow come out of my mouth, Daniel C? In any way, shape, or form? What is the inclination here? So why do you ink your own work, Mike? Oh, now. Trying to make me angry, Asuka. Asuka. No shoes, no shirt, no hat, no pants, back Jawbreakers. See, this is fun. This isn't even drama. This is fun. The only you said in the stream that made sense, Mike. Oh, Aaron. Because he can. Somebody color Monster Hunt. Yeah, I'll get on that. Gosh, what is this, page 10 am I working on, or page, no, this is page 9. So after I get 10 pages done, I'll deliver them. I'll probably just use my other colorist. Exterminatus says for $5. Question. What do you think of a comic book that follows a man of God? It would detail persecution and see miracles done by this man to glorify Christ. If it's done well, why not? I mean, what was that John Lennon show? Something about an angel? Touched by an angel? No, that doesn't sound right. Whatever that angel show, that did really well. That was a very popular show. Brent Ryan says, thanks to you, Mike. I bought some quill holders and nibs to try out. Comics Expo says, I still like Ethan, but I'm into the comics first. I still like Ethan too. I don't have to agree with him on everything. I don't have to agree with the way he handles everything for me. Highway to Heaven, there you go. For me to like somebody. I don't like the way Doug handles everything. It doesn't mean I don't like Doug. But yeah, I'm not I'm my own man. I am my own man. I make my own decisions. Like I said, I'm not a follower. I'm not a... I mean, Ethan was right in that regard that, you know, it's a bunch of type A people, not followers. You know what? You can't be a follower... never mind. I'm not going to go there. Touched by an angel. Sierra Whiskey says, I'm back. John Malin, Ethan, Mike, the Brightwisers, and many more. Yeah. Seventh Heaven with that creepy dad. Seventh Heaven. I don't think I remember that. You followed Jesus, Mike. That's true, but he's God. He's not a man. So I will follow God because he's my creator. I will not follow Ethan. I will not follow Doug. I will not follow Jim Lee because they are men. Fallible. I'll just leave it there. Mike will not be debriefed, stamped, filed, or numbered. His life is his own. Cyberfrog looks dope, even if EVS is kinda a dope. Says Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Why did you drop Jim Lee in there? Because once upon a time I worked for Jim. And I think I was the only guy ever to stand up to Jim when I thought he was doing something wrong. Because nobody stands up to Jim. Nobody stands up to Ethan. I do. I stand on my own. So when the traffic police orders Mike to stop, Mike does not follow. That's different. If somebody with a gun is telling me to get on my knees, I'm on my knees. That's...
God also tells you to obey the law.
And God does also tell us to obey the law. Thank you, my son. Wisdom from the 18-year-old. Oh no, I will not subscribe to Doug because he thinks he's a god. Oh, I wouldn't say that. Nasser says Jim Lee did nothing wrong. Nasser, you don't know Jim as well as I do, so I'll just leave it at that. Well, Jim is a great guy. Why would anyone stand up to him? I'm not going to go there. Mike, do you need a longer arm so you can pat yourself on the back better? No, I'm good. Ethan has a big ego and a big heart. I believe that's true. When Jim Lee does something wrong, you mean when he's inking instead of Scott Williams? That's a very, very good example. Scott Williams should always ink Jim. Scott's such a great inker. Did you remember in the X-Men issue when he inked like those 2 pages over John Byrne? Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure that was the best. And I love, Terry Austin, but that was the best looking 2 John Byrne pages I've ever seen before or since. Man, that was... Lone Star's boots are hard, but I got this. Perkino says, speaking of Doug, I have a copy of Bigfoot Bill unopened still in the original shipping box that I'm putting up on eBay. Do it, Perkindo. Make some of that money. Harry Doyle said, did you have to look down when you stood up to Jim? Well, it was over the phone. But I did go into the office and see him that day. And yeah, Jim does make me feel like a giant among men. Jim Lee's Superman redesign is so fallible. Jim's a great artist. I think Jim's a terrible designer. I really dislike almost all of Jim's design work. What, I'm not the world's greatest designer either, so I'm not sitting here saying that I'm all that in a bag of chips. But yeah, and then I look at someone who I can't stand as a human being, like Dave Johnson, and I think Dave is a great designer. I give credit where credit is due, and I do not kiss butt where credit is not. Jim's a great artist. He's developed a particularly iconic style on the shoulders of giants. Dave Johnson, while I don't even think he's grown as an artist in the last 20-something years, I think he remains a first-class designer. So, and, yeah, whatever. So, since I'm 6 foot, I'm cursed to be a bad artist? I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's... to anyone that is worried, it was a joke and not meant in a harassing way. I'm not planning on mugging Mike. What did you say? Man, this is going... Hold on a second. Dang it. Arrgh. Oh, that was John. Xenopunk says, I wish you luck on your endeavors. Godspeed. Thank you, Xenopunk. I appreciate that. I don't know what you said, John Chidester, and my chat's not letting me scroll. But I guess you shouldn't repeat it. I never knew Neil Adams was an intense liberal. Need to unknow that. Thanks, Twitter. Oh, get on your knees is what I said, John. Oh, John. At least buy me dinner first. Who saw the long Quentin Tarantino film? Oh, yeah. I need to know if that's any good. My wife wants to go see it. The problem with Twitter are the tweets. The purpose of Twitter are the tweets. Edwin, are you still here? If you want to pop in and have a discussion, that's cool. Mike needs a bigger bottle of water. Oh yeah, Doug is 6'7". His art is just fine. Doug is actually a really good artist. Gosh, the stuff he's doing on Bigfoot Bill looks fantastic. Obviously he's very cartoony, which isn't my bag of chips, but no, Doug does some fantastic stuff. Alright, starting a video call. Let me see if I can copy a link. Paste. Alright, now I gotta make it so that people can see you on my stream. Chrome Hangout. Why is that the wrong thing? Okay, there it is. Alright, Edwin, you got the link. We're up and running. Let me drag this down here. Just let me know. I actually have 3 copies of Bigfoot Bill, so I may put 2 up on eBay. Interesting times ahead. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes. What will creators and consumers create? What will they create? Well, I hope they create and can continue to grow ComicsGate as a fandom. And I hope the rest of us continue to provide excellent books respecting the fans. I think that's not too much to ask. What about you, Edwin?
Respect.
And Edwin locked up. Okay, we'll try that. How about you, Edwin?
I'll take hold the mayo, please. What was the question?
Someone was saying, what can we expect from ComicsGate and the fandom? And I said that I hope that ComicsGate continues to grow as a fandom, and that I hope that the creators will continue to serve quality product to fans who want to enjoy it.
Yeah, those sound like good goals.
Yeah, and shouldn't it be that simple?
Yeah.
Could it please be that simple? You know, we don't have to go to war with everybody with whom we disagree about one little thing or another. We don't have to put up iron spikes to keep someone out because they may not agree with a hashtag. You know?
Yeah. I think if you start off from a premise of treating people decently, right, and then yeah, I got to be honest with you. I've kind of reached a point where the questions of trying to define what ComicsGate is or isn't and the expectations of it have reached a point of almost zero value.
Yeah, it's moot.
I'm
It's
kind
comics
of
moot.
well. I'm just so wary of this stuff because I spent the last week. I'm kind of reached a point where I spent like a year and a half really just trying to further it before there was even a book to invest in, and it was just a whole different atmosphere. And then people come along and use a hashtag and a word is an excuse or a rationalization for why it's okay to treat somebody bad or treat somebody horribly. And it just really makes me wary of that. I just want to treat good people like good people.
Yeah.
And I even want to treat people who aren't so good as well as I can or keep them at arm's length. But
yeah.
I mean, I know what I want to do. What I want to do is do my boomer showcases, find cool comic books. Wednesday, I want to show up and I want to do drawn and quartered. Most Fridays, I want to show up and do auctions because I love doing that. And I was thinking, man, like this past year, me and you have like spent like 1,000 hours together. That's kind of nuts. So I wanna hang out with my friends, and Mike Miller is my friend.
There you go.
And where I can pitch in for people that I respect, I want to jump in and I want to help people. I want to help people like John Malin. I want to whatever comes next for Ethan. I want to help further that too. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to go through mental gymnastics about something that I can't define, right? And I don't want to be saying, yes, I am this label, and there's another person over here throwing poop on old ladies saying, yep, I'm that label too. Let's throw some
Edwin,
poop on this old lady.
Edwin, I'm going to shake my finger at you.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to blame you. I'm going to blame you and Tug and Engeltine and Captain Cummings and Zach and everyone, all of the founding fathers of ComicsGate who failed to write a Declaration of Independence. If you had done that at the beginning, everything may have been completely different.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. I always felt kind of odd about imposing my view of something. And so now I can see the in retrospect I can see the problems that created. But at the time, trying to say, okay, we need to do this, and this. Um, I don't know. I'm fairly libertarian. I'm fairly libertarian.
Yeah, but even the Libertarian Party has rules.
Yeah. No, I
Has
hear
a
you.
definition.
I hear you. Yeah. Dynamo says, "Oh boy, this discussion again." But yeah. Determining what it is or is not is probably better left to some different people.
Yeah, at this
Because
point. At this
I'm
point.
just resolved. I'm just resolved to promoting cool comic books, helping people connect,
Having
talking
fun.
about my values, and you and I share a lot of values, with our Christian faith. And probably over the next year, I'm going to talk about a lot of politics too,
Yeah.
because it's election cycle,
That
and
is
I enjoy talking about that stuff. So
Ooh, we should
it's
start another show.
so it's better if people just assume when I speak, I'm just speaking for me, and on occasion I may speak for Indicron. And then if I'm an agent of your program, I may speak for you within limited context, drawn or quartered or auctions within very limited context. But that's it.
John Malin pipes in with Tank Heist.
Yes, Tank Heist, exactly. Hashtag Tank Heist.
That's right.
That is, yeah.
All right, 270 people watching now, 108 likes. One of the rules, along with no shoes, no shirt, no service, ladies and gentlemen, is you got to hit that like button. You got to hit that share button and let people know you're in here. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
I didn't make them. Actually, I did make them up.
Brad Noble says, "Quit snowing." What are we snowing?
Is it snowing? It's really warm here. It's not snowing like at all.
I don't. Brad, you're gonna have to give some context. And no pants, don't forget. Yeah, I got pants.
I actually do have I have shorts on. Brad Noble says, "What a nut sack." All right, Brad, if the next thing that comes out of your maw is a negative and disruptive and disparaging, then we will have to say goodbye to you in perpetuity.
Yeah. So this is, I think...
Can you take over for a second and introduce your puppy?
Yeah, and let me make sure I'm looking at what I think I'm looking at. Let me pull up the old video monitor. All right, so we just got this little girl Saturday. Last year, beginning of the year, my wife's 16-year-old puppy that she had from like this size passed away. And so she wanted a new puppy. So this is a Chihuahua Interior. She's a good little girl. She's so tiny. But this is Zuzu. She likes to bite a lot. I woke up this morning and she was pawing through my beard, combing my beard, and then started chewing on my nose. So don't let that angelic little face fool you. She's a biter. She's a fighter. Okay, little girl. But that is the newest addition to our household. Oh, she's a good girl. Zuzu from It's a Wonderful Life. So I believe it's spelled like that. I think I've got to confirm that with my wife, though. It's a character from a movie. Let's see if I can find the reference for you. I believe it's a Wonderful Life. I was thinking about little bit. Oh, Zuzu. It is with Z's. So I'm already misspelling my dog's own name. There we go. What's up, Evil E? How is Masters of Mayhem going, homie? Can you hear me?
We're at like 3,600 or something. Almost
How
there.
many? How much time do you have left?
5 days.
5 days. Okay, so we
5
gotta
days.
hit that again this week then.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and fit in a showcase. I will try and fit in a showcase and make sure to hit Masters of Mayhem this week.
Masters.
Yeah.
So what were you talking about? Well, besides that,
My puppy. I showed everybody.
my puppy.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And I think we're going to call it Zuzu from It's a Wonderful Life.
Aw, Zuzu's petals.
Yeah, she's passed back out already though. I've got her on a little cushion right by my streaming table here.
Cute. That is a bite-sized puppy you got there.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was kind of wavering in between Little Bit and Zuzu.
Little bit, Zuzu. My puppy and me. What's up, Muerta? Muerte? Muerte. Muerte. My muerte.
So did we saw hopefully everybody is comfortable about liking Mike Miller for Mike Miller. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
you know what? If you only liked me because I wore a CG lapel pin, then you didn't like me anyways.
Yeah. But I hope y'all hang around. I hope y'all hang around for the voyage that we're gonna have with Lone Star, with the Unknown Soldiers, with the Atomic Family, and with the rest of the Blacklist universe, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And there's a big sweeping arc ahead. It's something that's going to give you years of entertainment, and I would hope you would hang around and stay with us for it.
Amen. Not to rehash this, but you weren't here when I was talking about it earlier. It didn't seem like the fact that Tug left ComicsGate got much play.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you and Tug and Flash is Flash out?
I'm not sure what Flash considers himself now.
Man, it's like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Ben Franklin being like, "Yeah, I'm out of this America thing."
Well, and again, not to belabor it, anything I'm a part of, I just need to be able to. I need to be able to define it, set my boundaries, and set my expectations, so that I don't have covert contracts or I don't have unequal expectations. And it just needs to be clear. It needs to be clear, and I just want people to take me for myself. If my voice is valuable and entertaining to you, fantastic. If it's not, then an addition of a nebulous hashtag will not change that.
Yeah, I got a couple questions I need to address here. Comics Exposed says, "Mike, I want to see God's Sword. Where is it?" I'm actually switching horses on God's Sword. Paolo has not delivered, and I have another artist who is, I promise you, going to be the best artist in this entire independent movement. In my opinion. But I have a very high opinion of Matthew Weldon, too. And so when I have enough stuff to show from that, we will get that going. Junkyard Dunn asks, how is the Meg 3-pack coming along? All the kinks ironed out? I am just waiting for and I keep checking my email because I was supposed to get an email on Friday, for my printer to give me a final print quote, and then we are off to the races. So thank you for asking. If you guys have any other questions, this is sort of a Ask Me Anything, so go for it. Michael Roth for $5 says, I love the Lone Star, and I will continue to support Mike's projects because of that. Thank you, Michael Roth. I love you too. Hashtag Godsword. Psh. It's Kanan White, isn't it? No. This guy, dude, this is how sad it is. This guy is, like I said, one of the best artists in the comic book industry. He's not in the comic book industry because it doesn't pay enough for him to make a living. He is literally working a factory job because it pays better than comic books. That is what is wrong with this industry. And hopefully you guys will support his work. And let's make Godsword great, man. It could end up being more popular than Lone Star, I think, because I think he's a better artist than I am, and I think it's gonna just be so amazing, man. So I can't wait. Liberty Bell says there's a lot wrong with this industry. Yes, that's true. Oh, is Elliot in the house?
Yeah, Mr. Elliot Fernandez.
Look at those two handsome men. You can throw him a link if he wants to come in. Elliot, if you want to bop in, just let me know. Is it Todd McFarlane? No, Todd makes plenty of money. He's fine. Yeah, you get that from Dread. Yeah.
Yeah, Dread Cthulhu says, can you ask Edwin how Off-Worlder is doing and if it can be extended if they don't make that goal? No, it cannot. It has been extended the maximum amount. If it doesn't make the goal for whatever reason, I am still going to make sure that the crossover gets made in some form, but that might be offered with the relaunch of the sequel to Ravage. And so I'm still going to stay optimistic, but I understand it's real noisy right now. There's a lot of big books out there. I get it. And Ben had very high goals, and sometimes the Indiegogo works backwards of the way you think it would work. You're almost better off to set a moderate or a low goal, and then you'll get to a high goal faster. But he had some formatting problems, and the project could not be discovered or navigated to under comic books for like the first month and a half. So that kind of limited its exposure some, or its discoverability. Yeah.
Are any ComicsGate artists gallery artists?
Gallery artists?
I don't think so. I could see Huerta being, but I don't think so. 30K was too high a goal to set. Surprised they are not at 50K at this point in sales. Nexus Video, 30K is a rational goal to set. If you want to make a, because he's paying artists, right? So if he wants to make a dime, then he's got to cover the actual production cost. See, like for guys like me, guys like Ethan, Malin, we don't have to pay anybody. So if we're making just our page rate, it would cost us, if I did what I did on Lone Star print wise, and I made $30,000 total, I would have made half, because it's a 48-page book. I would have made half my DC page rate after paying for printing and shipping. So if I had done 30 grand on that, it would have been, I would have been better off, going hat in hand back to DC and begging for work. Thankfully, it made $113,000.
Yeah, a writer is always going to have a higher cost to get it out the door. But the artists themselves, remember, they have an opportunity cost. If they're working on their own material, then they're not taking commissions or not taking a page rate from somebody else. So the trade-off is they're accepting more risk for a bigger share of the profit.
All right.
And Comics in this Exposed, case, an entire share of the profit.
I'm just going to answer this in one particular way. Comics Exposed asked Mike, did Ben Henderson really backstab Ethan? Don't know, don't care.
Brad Noble says, Edwin, how do you feel about the Nasser leaks? I don't feel about them at all. Nasser shared something, and okay, he shared something.
Yeah, I told Nasser you don't do that. Hopefully he doesn't do it again.
Yeah,
He's
the,
a
dra-
he's a 21-year-old kid, guys. You got to cut him a little slack.
the drawback when you share anything like that is it always makes people less likely to speak with you in confidence. And
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why this whole thing, I don't know, seemed to stretch out because Edwin and I would not share DMs we knew about because
yeah,
that's the line you don't cross, right?
yeah.
So,
And I felt a couple places. I felt whatever Nasser shared, it may have been in good taste or bad taste, but Nasser is Nasser. Well, what do you want me to what do you want me to feel about that? That tends to be my general opinion is that people should maintain confidences. Now, if you think you need to have an emotional reaction to Nasser sharing that, then go ahead and have an emotional reaction to it. That's fine. Don't
comics
buy his comic book, but he's not making comic books. So I don't know. What do you want to do? Go. You want to go to his Twitter and say you're bad, horror bad? Help yourself.
Comics Exposed wants me to do better at answering his questions. Do better. I literally don't know, and because I don't know, I honestly don't care. So, is that a little better? Because it's my answer. I don't know and I don't care.
Brad Noble says, take Mike down, Edwin, like WC. Well, Mike is already pretty close to the ground. He's vertically challenged. He's already. Was that a sharp joke? I'm off. I am off duty as a crusader. I went hard this last week because I wanted people to be able to enjoy something without being bullied, intimidated, harassed, and having horrible stuff posted about them all the time. I wanted normal fans to be able to enjoy their hobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without being subjected to all kinds of coercive schemes and scams. It's up to you. It's up to you what you guys do with it next.
All right. From new member, Zach. Hi, I am a new comic creator trying to figure out how to share my work. What would be a good platform to reach people? Well, I would say YouTube's pretty good. YouTube's pretty good. As far as reaching people with artwork, I don't know if you're a writer or an artist, but as far as artwork is concerned, Instagram's kind of the place to be, at least to show people your art. It's not great for marketing, but and I'd say Twitter, but Twitter's just a dumpster fire of hell.
Can I answer something, because people always believe they know things. On the stream the other night, Ben misspoke when he said he's involved in Indycron. Ben Henderson is not involved in Indycron. Ben Henderson is involved in Indie Focused. He has paid money to develop that. He owns that name. That is on hiatus right now. Ben's got a lot of irons in the fire. All right. I am not in business with Ben. I helped him with some customer resolution with Ravage. I did that as a volunteer. With Indie Focused, if we resume that later on, and that is probably at least a year away, while Ben can resolve other things, then I would definitely be in business with Ben. Now, I'm help writing a story for which I am not taking a penny. So when you want to speak on these things, make sure you're speaking accurately.
And let me clarify something. Dragon says, Indie Focus, they want to know they are dealing with Ben, who they might no longer trust. If the DM that was shared is real, Ben saying something negative about Ethan in a private DM is not untrustworthy. I mean, believe me, the things I could share about people you know and love that they have said about other people, you would think Ben is a prince among men. Ben did not share any DMs. That is where the trust line is drawn.
Yeah.
That
And
is
these
the
are
trust
these
line.
are dated messages too. It's no secret that Ben and Ethan had a fallout, and then they patched it up because they're both adults.
Yeah.
They're both adults. Do you want them to still be angry at each other for something they patched up? This is why I have to back away from a hashtag, because it becomes this bizarre behavior where we need to figure out who our guys are and their guys are, and on the basis of something, and then use that as a rationalization to treat someone bad. I don't need to find a reason to treat somebody poorly. Even the people I like, or I don't like, I'm trying to find a reason to treat them as well as I can. And so it seems like everybody always wants to push towards this Lords of the Fly scenario, or this last man standing. Yeah, and like,
Yeah.
nope. I'm gonna treat people as well as I can, even people I don't even particularly much like. Though if I don't like them, I may try and keep them at a further distance.
There you go. Yeah, and hey, it's a good point, Comic Book Bob, but I'll say it another way. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Because everyone has said something, maybe not derogatory, but something negative about someone else who you would never, ever want to be seen pasted on Twitter or Facebook or anywhere else, because that's just messed up, right? That's messed up. I have not been 100% pure as the driven snow. I've said something, I'm sure, that if it was posted, it would really hurt somebody else's feelings. I can't think of anything right off the bat because I am a pretty cool guy. But
I do have to apologize to Durakin, though, because I sounded a little bit snippy. And it's just when we were in the stream the other night, Ben was kind of rattling stuff off, and he tends to interchange those two words. But before anybody decides to give Dr. Wright or Pixel Trader a hard time about Indicron, understand that they've never charged anybody for anything unless you ordered some Indicron merchandise, right? And so if you're going to say follow the money or try and make an argument like that, maybe give us some money first, and then we can have that discussion. Because that's all been a labor of love for Pixel Trader, and not a free labor of love. This is a privilege that he's paid for with hundreds of hours of his own time and money out of his own pocket to pay for the server and the development. So it's not a compelling argument.
Yeah. Mark C. for $5 says, none of this has anything to do with agenda, politic, free comics. Well, this is, like I said, this is sort of an Ask Me Anything, Mark. So people are free to engage as long as it is reasonable and rational, and not we're not trying to tear anybody down, anyone we disagree with or otherwise. So feel free.
Let's see, Dynamo says, can you confirm that Gary Shipman was a dark mastermind behind this drama?
Yes,
it's pretty that's
100%
correct.
Yep, Gary's he is an evil mastermind. I have to.
It's like the plot to Star Wars.
He's Jar
Gary
Jar.
Shipman has been the Sith Lord the entire time.
Gary's Jar Jar in the original version of the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah.
It's always Gary. That's right. Someone should do Gary, you should do a drawing of yourself as a Sith Lord. Gary's all, what?
Oh, you should see it. You should see it after we end the show, and how cruel Gary Shipman is to Mike.
It's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
I cry
Once the cameras are off and he drops that persona of kind of like just kind of a easygoing middle-aged boomer, and the hardness in the knives come out. It's seeing Gary Shipman make Mike Miller cry is a brutal thing.
My tear ducts hurt. They hurt.
Seeing Gary force choke Mike the first time was just
Such a bully,
Gary.
this guy. Such a bully. Next week on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, Gary and Weldon are both being sent to our show. That's going to be fun, Pixel. That should be a good boost also to your audience. Is Gary the one that squishes you to that height?
Yes. When Mike started drawing comic books, I don't know if anybody noticed it. He was actually 6'3".
It's true. This industry will crush you. Gary says, "Me not know what you talk."
Yeah.
Gary, it's Misa. Misa not know what you talk. Talking. Misa not know what you talking.
What are we doing for Drawn and Quartered this week? We've gotten so busy, I forgot to ask you. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I've got that list I made, because I had made that list of all these great ideas.
Did anything just come out? Something just came out, didn't it?
Let's see. Box office.
We could do
Mojo.
the Lion King.
No, we could do the Lion King. We haven't done
No, I'm not doing the Lion King.
Quentin Tarantino. Let's see. Well, we got Spider-Man Far From Home. We got Toy Story 4, but I think
Shark
it's been
Week.
out. That's week 6.
Shark Week. Ooh, I think I'd kill it on Shark Week though, because I've drawn a lot of sharks this past year.
Oh yeah. You'd have an unfair advantage. All right, so let's see what the chant says, because the chant is always a source of great ideas. Somebody here is. I said that with a straight face. So for the Lego Ghost says, Edwin, so for Drawn and Quartered, can I make another plea for She-Hulk? I would love to have a She-Hulk show.
Shulky. Ooh, Jane Foster. Girl Thor. We could do Girl Thor.
Girl Thor? Oh, yeah.
Comic book characters, please. Let's get Shatterstar versus Samurai Jack.
Coffee Hunter says a tribute to Rutger Hauer.
Oh.
Gary
would win. Gary would win that one.
Oh, yeah. He'd do a portrait and he'd crush everybody. Yeah. Dread Cthulhu says Jane Foster can't lift the hammer, Drawn and Quartered.
That'd be funny. Sharks on D&Q. We could do shark mutations. Shark characters.
I don't think have we ever done Thor? Have we ever done a Thor episode?
I don't think we have.
Let's see, the boys are on Amazon right now. I watched about one episode of that, and we had to pull the plug on that.
Oh, really?
Do not watch that with your children.
Oh,
no, don't watch it at all. Oh my God, that was the most. And I didn't catch it because I was washing dishes, but there's like a warning at the front that's got like. The warning is like 8 different things. It's like degeneracy, rape, violence.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Well, it didn't say degeneracy. It should have. But it did actually say rape. I'm like, well, yeah, I'll take a little bit of rape with my entertainment. I mean, we got some in Game of Thrones, I guess, but good Lord. Whew. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. There is Starblades.
There is Starblades. It looks like there is some excitement for Thor, though. Right? What do you guys? If you want a Thor episode this weekend, let's try and see the enthusiasm for this. If you would like to see Thor on Wednesday, give us a Thor right now in the chat. Just 4 little letters, THOR.
Jane Foster as other male heroes. Ooh, the first X-Men from '64.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. We should schedule that. Oh, there's a good a bit of enthusiasm for Thor here.
No Jane Foster Thor. Real Thor. I'm down. Real Thor. All right, let's do Thor. What the hell?
Oh, right. All right. Very good. Very good. Thor versus Manlet.
Thor versus sharks.
Nice. Do we want to leave it open and just call it Thor and let everybody come in with their own interpretation?
Their own. Yeah, Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill is cool, man. His hammer was great too. Thunderstrike. Yeah, that's your Image Comics Thor kind of.
Yeah, wasn't Beta Ray Bill's hammer like the one in
Stormbreaker? And that may have been the name of his hammer. But yeah, I thought he had one of the cooler looking versions. I like the Beta Ray Bill character.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That great cover where he's breaking the Thor the Thor logo. So rad.
Yeah. Hank Spectrum says Gary will draw Thor inside of a milk carton. Yeah, that'd be funny. A little milk carton.
More than likely.
Have you seen our Thor? He could actually do it on the milk carton, so it would be super legit. Actually look like the missing kid.
Yeah, more than likely. Well, you're going to have to handle the recruitment there, Edwin, since I am no longer on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I'll start getting that together. In fact, I will announce that tonight and get that together.
All right. Why? What's going on tonight?
No, I'm just going to get it out early and go ahead and announce that we're doing Thor. That way we can, people can start planning their draw along with drawn and quartered pieces. Right on.
Let me see. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think I did. We had one new member during this stream, Zach. Does anyone else feel like joining the membership drive? This is the membership drive at KPBS. Your donations will help to keep this channel alive.
Elliot could come on and draw Hank from Doom Kickers as Thor. That'd be kind of cool. I would actually, because he's got that one scene where he's got the hammer, yeah?
Yeah, that's true. He could hold, let's see, holding a tiny little Mjolnir. Like a little Calvin and Hobbes Thor. You know,
that's shipping. There you go.
Yeah, part of my what I was continuing to do the Calvin and Hobbes series. I wanted to do the Rutger Hauer holding up what's his face? Deckard. At the end of by the foot, you know. Mm-hmm. But it was Rutger Hauer would be the tall Hobbes character, and then the tiny little Deckard would be the Calvin. I never got around to that one though. And I'm kind of done with the Calvin Hobbes. Dude, I have enough to do like a short book, but I wanted to do a whole bunch of them and then just do a book called After Watterson. But never got around to it.
You got so much that you got so much to produce this year anyway.
Yeah.
How's Monster Hunt coming, dude?
Page 9. Just got to finish up the background on this bad boy, and then I am on to page 10. Once I hit page 10, I'll probably send them over to my colorist and get that going.
Nice.
Yeah, this is taking a little bit of time, but I think it's looking good.
Yeah, it looks like Mrs. Miller is going out for some ballroom dancing. You could tell everybody was that one of her dancing costumes? Was that one of her dancing costumes?
No.
Oh, that is. Oh, I just looked at it again. That is kind of a little risque. Hey, Cyrus Nightshade. Welcome to the channel. All
right. Shade asks, who's the girl? That is Seance. One of the Jawbreakers I created just for this book. Hank loves all the indie crossovers. Right on. How's Lone Star 2 coming? Well, I've stopped Lone Star until I'm done with Monster Hunt. So I'm still on page 27, I think, on Lone Star. And then, yeah. Hey, you saw the Jay Lee thing, right?
What was the Jay Lee thing?
I had Jay do a cover.
Oh, yeah?
A sketch cover for me.
Nice. Boys.
Pretty cool.
Oh,
But
that is cool.
he didn't charge me for it, so I'd feel bad if I sold it.
Oh.
Oh well. Comic Book Bob says 100 confirmed. I said I would feel bad if I sold it. So you have to...
For less than $600. If I sell it for $600 or more, I'll be feeling pretty good, to be honest.
Yep. Let's see. Anything else going on today? It seems like they're all out of questions. I thought I'd get hammered with questions because this is the first time since I left Twitter that that I've been on my stream talking about this stuff, and it seems like that's it.
Boy, I was just about ready to leave it this weekend. I'm still debating, but I love using it to share stuff, but just, hey, come be angry about this thing. Well, don't really have to. I don't want to. Could you invite me to be happy about something? That would be fun. No, we need you to be mad, horror mad right now.
Slacker High says, you left Twitter? Who knew?
Oh no.
Shade says, we move on. We have minds of a hamster.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you keep your head down, somebody's going to come along and do some knucklehead stuff. It would just within days. That's all you got to do. You know somebody's right ready to be the next knucklehead of the week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Ooh, Gary says Pack-and-Land's Omnibus is only $89 away from $17,000. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, I did do a dust jacket for the Pack-and-Land Omnibus. If you want to go over there, Gary, go ahead and post your link in there so people can go check that out. That if one of you picked up the $75 hardback with my dust jacket, that would put him over $17,000.
Let's see. The Lego Ghost had a question for you. Let's see. Says this is a customer question.
Yeah.
What is the status of the Amy Pond piece I won at one of the auctions a few weeks ago?
That would be me forgetting. My cats were climbing all over. My cat was climbing all over everything. So I took all that stuff and I put it in one of my art books. And then promptly forgot about it, because if it's not right here, I forget about it. I will get it out. It is still safe. I appreciate your patience.
Dumbest name, me and Nerd Wonder tabled that project for now. When she gets done working with the commissions and gets done working on the project she wants to work on, I would love to pick that back up with her, though.
Derpetrator said, let's all go to Gab. I am Underdog Mike on Gab. If you guys want to go follow me over there, I will be trying to pick that up. There's another one that is a decentralized. I don't know if Gab is decentralized. Is it? Do you know?
Gab is not decentralized.
Okay, there's another service that is decentralized that I was trying to get on there, but I can't remember the name of it, so it's kind of hard to promote it.
Liberty Bell says, what is Gab? Gab is like Twitter, but it is much more permissive. Oh, Derpetrator says Gab is decentralized now.
Is it?
Gab is froggy. But there is point a bit of degeneracy on Gab, so just be prepared. Be prepared.
Twitter?
Yeah, Gab can get kind of raunchy, so just be prepared to filter your feed.
Gosh darn it. Hey, the Panda Droid just followed me on Gab.
Bam.
Bam! Right there. How involved are you in Blood Hunt? Any more Lone Star crossovers planned? Dread Cthulhu asks. Yeah, in the Graveyard Shift, they're going to have a Lone Star crossover. I'm not quite sure. They haven't shown me what they're doing yet, but I trust Mark and Malin to do right by Lone Star. So.
All right, I am on Gab. What is your name now?
Underdog Mike.
Underdog Mike.
Surprisingly, my account is 2 years old.
I think mine is too. I think I've got like 26 followers, maybe. All right, got you followed, buddy.
Dutch Chambers followed me on Gab. Thank you, Dutch, whoever you are. David Peterson followed me on Gab. Thank you, David Peterson. I'm getting alerts. Mike and Edwin were correct. Mike and Edwin were correct, but nobody wanted to listen to us.
Honcho Rodriguez O'Malley said, "So is Mike angry at EVS?" No, I don't. Well, don't let me not speak for you.
I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. I can't. What am I going to be mad about? That he's got his own opinions? We all have our own opinions. I'm just disappointed that his follow-through isn't what I would have done. But hey, we're all different. We're all different. I can't be mad. I'm not kidding. Why did you leave Twitter? Gary, because Twitter is a vile hive of scum and villainy. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. It's trash, man. It's trash fire. It's a trash fire, and there's just too much hate and too much constant derision and feeding a nonstop negativity loop, and I don't have the patience. I don't have the willpower to keep from answering stupid stuff, right? It's like that little meme. I'll come to bed later, honey. Someone's wrong on the internet. That's like me on Twitter. It's like I can't just let that go. That guy said something completely wrong, and it just leads down to a downward spiral of hell. And I'm done, man. I'm done. Comics Exposed. Mike, what is the holdup on Godsword? Do you have a time frame by which you are going to offer it? A time frame? I am hoping... I'm hoping to have enough art to start promoting the idea within the next month. And the problem was that Paolo never delivered. I know he's a really busy guy doing other art and stuff, but I need somebody who wants to put that effort into it. And so this other artist I have, who frankly I think is a better artist than Paolo. Sorry, Paolo. Love your art, but I have my personal tastes. I know the secret artist of Godsword. Pay me, I'll tell you. Aaron, you keep your mouth shut.
Oh, treachery from Mr. Halfitchy. Treachery is afoot.
Perkindo says, just have to ask yourself, would you rather be right or happy? See, that's my problem.
He's only happy if he's telling people he's right.
That's right. But if it's not an option for me to stick my nose in and see what people are saying, it's freedom. Yeah, so.
All right, well, Miller, I need to feed my dog, and then I need to get on the road.
Please feed the children.
Please feed the children. Please donate. We'll feed the Miller's kids. All right, guys, we're gonna sign this out. Matt Becker, I'll tell you more about Godsword on another stream. It is the flaming sword, the guard of the Garden of Eden, and it is wielded by a teenage girl named Eden. So that's all you get for now. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the love and grace and respect. And particularly, thanks everyone for following the rules and being cool in my chat. No shoes, no shirt, no service. God bless.
Aloha.